Hi, I'm Heather Joan and I'm from Melbourne. I've been doing comedy since 2019. I started doing comedy. I was like, I love this, and then the pandemic happened. But yeah, I do comedy and I also work in high school education. Like the combo of being trans and a comedian, you get told you're brave so much, like gets a little much because I don't think it is brave to do comedy. Yeah. I think it is fun though. But I think transitioning helps you like figure out who you are. So I think that gives you an advantage of like, oh, I already know stuff about myself before I even start. I think it's like one of the only ways I can like get high these days is doing comedy. It's the best high, honestly. Getting up and doing comedy and getting laughs and like connecting with people. I just like doing it. So like I just want to keep doing it and do bigger rooms, and doing this room is pretty cool.
From Melbourne, please welcome Heather Joan.
Hi, I'm your second transgender performer for the evening. I'm pretty cool. My name's Heather. I'm a transgender woman. My pronouns are she and her. I'm also bisexual, so hi everyone. Hello. Hi. I think that trans education and trans representation is really important. Hi, judges. No, I do think that trans representation is really important. Part of the reason I think that is that when I came out to my mum, she told me that the only context she had for transgender people was Buffalo Bill, the serial killer from Silence of the Lambs. I actually used that to my advantage, though. I said, well, maybe if Buffalo Bill's parents were more supportive. I do find that most people I meet are actually pretty cool, or if someone's weird about trans stuff, usually it's not that they're like hateful or bigoted. It's usually just that they're ignorant or they don't know what they're talking about. I'll tell you this story. I was walking with my friend Tom recently, a lovely straight boy, and I wanted to get a coffee. We were in Brunswick, but it was a weird time of day. So I walked into this coffee shop with Tom. No one in there, just one really old Italian woman working there. When I asked her whether she had any dairy alternatives, she just held up a 2-litre bottle of full cream dairy milk. So I didn't get a coffee, and as we were leaving, she was like, see you later, boys. And my friend Tom was like, ugh, are you all right? And I told him, I'm not mad at that woman. She didn't know about almond milk. She works in Brunswick. That's crazy. I've been out for almost 5 years now, and I didn't expect this, but I've been having hot girl problems. Feels weird to brag about, but multiple times a man has hit on me from his car while I'm in my car. And one time I stopped at a red light, and this guy was next to me. He kept being like, roll down your window, roll down your window. And I wanted to see what could possibly happen, so I rolled down my window, and he said, you're so beautiful, follow me to the park. Yeah. This was like the start of 2020 before parks were even cool. I didn't follow him to the park, but I saw my friend Grace there that day, and she was like, oh my God, that guy was gonna murder you in that park. And I told her it was the middle of the day, and she's like, oh my God, that guy was gonna murder you in broad fucking daylight. Like, that's how cute you look today. I'm having a really good 2022 because at the start of the year, my girlfriend proposed to me. Yeah. Thank you. 2 girls in a relationship, she proposed to me. If you don't know what that means, it means that she's the top. And if you don't know what that means, there are some videos you can watch online. It's really awesome being 2 girls in a relationship. It can be hard. Like, it can be hard if we're both in a bad mood. Like, 1 upset woman is scary, but 2 upset women, terrifying. But it's really hard if we're both on our periods. I didn't even know trans women could get periods before I started hormones, but that's hormonal. So once a month, my body's like, shed your uterine lining. And I'm like, oh, I can't. But yeah, I get cramps and I miss my mom, but I'm mad at my mom. I eat a slice of cheesecake for dinner. And a friend of mine was like, well, at least you don't bleed. And I told her that sometimes I do bleed, but that's only because my fiancé can get really arrogant when it comes to how much of her hand she can fit inside me. Okay. I used to close on that joke and then get off stage straight away. And I've been experimenting with not doing that. We'll just keep looking at each other, it'll be cool. Okay, this is probably unrelatable. But all my friends keep getting new vaginas lately. Is that relatable to anyone? I don't think I want one. I think being a chick with a dick is cool. I also think having a vagina sounds complicated. Yeah, some nods. One of my friends has a new vagina. She loves it. Her surgery kept getting delayed, though, because of all the lockdowns. But she did something nice for herself, which is that she got a cast made of her dick turned into a dildo. So that the first dick inside her own new vagina was her own dick. Yeah. I just think that fucking rules. Like, women looking after themselves, that's feminism to me. All right, thank you. I've been Heather Joan. Thanks so much. That was amazing. I was really trying to be present. Like, right before I went up, I took a deep breath and I was just like, okay, just be here. And I actually got to enjoy it, which was so good.